Hello. Hold on. Alright. There we go. Check everything. Everything seems fine. Okay. There we go. Charm. Studies. Hopefully it doesn't crash like last night. Alright. Let me continue. Auto load. 5. Okay, let me go back to where I was trying to use. These charms take so much time to draw. Learning magic better when it was more about feelings. Operating on feelings alone means you'll never reach your full potential. Magic has so much more to offer. Say, which one are you, like in the Magic Rainbow? Spectrum. Yeah, what's your specialty, Senna? Presume you're only asking because you want to tell me yours. I don't know. Illusions? I don't know. I never thought about it. I like doing all kinds of spells. I think illusions are my favorite, though. I didn't know the charm looks like a cute flower. Yes, I suppose it does. What about you? Barely know anything about you, Senna. I'm aiming to become a logician. My specialty lies in truth magic. Truth magic? Is that the next charm? No, truth is the inverse of illusion, a concept that isn't taught until charms do. Inverse? There's more categories? So I just ate some ice cream. Yeah. Yes, but you don't have to worry about them for the time being. For now, just complete this next charm. Alright, let me do this. It's very dark. On. That get good? Okay, it's not really all that amazing. I wish I had good lighting, but I don't. So I have to do this. What? It's about to fall. Why am I lagging a bit? Okay. Oh shit. So much stuff I still have no clue about. Am I really gonna be able to pass? Okay. Wait. Mark? Okay. Wanna do that. Okay. So there'll be nothing here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Paint that. There we go. There we go. Solved it. Growth magic. Senna, I did it, but I'm starting to get worried about what if I forget everything you taught me? What if I can't pass the final? It's a possibility. That's why you have to keep working hard. Okay, I'll do my best. Our time is nearly up, so let's make the last charm for the day. The growth charm consists of which two pillars? Astral and temporal? I don't know. The only ones we haven't matched yet are astral and temporal magic, so it's OC, right? Correct. The growth charm affects progress. Its regenerative properties make it very useful to healers. Like the little leaves they draw on healing patches. So that's why they're like that. Yes, it's mainly represented as plants. But growth means soul over time. I get it because plants grow. So, does other stuff that grows fit in that category too? What about hair? Well, there is a popular myth that a witch's magical power can be judged by the length of their hair. That's a myth? Did you grow out your hair thinking it would increase your proficiency with magic? Oh no. Lots of really cool witches have long hair. This girl is hopeless. Do you think I'll pass the final if I cut my hair? What if it's weighing me down? Cassia, you're a third-year student failing a mid-level course at an expensive private academy for witches. You'd been relying on the first year to explain basic concepts to you. Concepts that were taught as early as middle school. And on top of this, your answers are often childish and immature. You have zero regard for the gravity of your situation. It is infuriating for me to see a witch in your position waste every opportunity she's given. What are you thinking? So a haircut won't help? No, why would it? I'm sorry, please don't be mad at me. You're right, lecturing you won't make any difference, even though I said it was true. Even though everything I said was true. No, nothing against you, Cassia. It's the principle of the matter. Sure feels personal. Merely hope that laying out the facts would inspire some sort of change in you, some growth perhaps. Yeah, I want to get better. With all that aside, I must ask, what do you plan to do after graduation? Should go to college? Maybe apply to college, right? Like everyone else's? Don't decide such things so half-heartedly. In fact, don't pursue higher education at all if you're gonna waste more of your parents' money. So I don't have to go? That's good, I think. Whether or not you had plans to pursue a degree wasn't in question for me. What I meant was in terms of a career. Oh, a career. I don't know, everyone's supposed to know what they want to do at 17. I know what I want to do. You do? I'm gonna apply for every scholarship I can and scrape all the funding I need to get accepted into the top school for witches. After that, I'll obtain my degree and become the most powerful, well-respected logician in the world. No, in history. Well, you already know what you'll be doing for the whole rest of your life. It's amazing, Senna. You're so smart. I know you can do it. I can and I will. Do you know what that starts with? Huh? My payment for the tutoring session. Alright. I thought we were drawing one more. Anyway, whatever. Cassia handed over another small pouch full of coins, and Senna left the library in a confident stride. As she watched her go, Cassia couldn't help but think, you have your whole life planned out. Isn't that kind of, stifling? But she's really totally serious about her goals. That's like totally admirable. I need to get serious too. Gotta study lots and lots. Bonus charm. Yes. KT. Okay. Today's the last tutoring session. Will the charms be even bigger this time, I wonder? Gosh, I hope I can do them. I don't want to disappoint Senna. Cassia hurried to the library once again. When she got there, Senna was nowhere to be found. Oh, I'm not late, right? Am I too early? Did I draw my temporal charms wrong? Cassia waited in her usual seat, looking around at the other students who studied in silence. More and more time passed, but Senna still hadn't appeared. I hope nothing bad happened. Should I go out and look for her? No, if she comes and I'm not here, she'll think I was late. I just have to wait. I think I'll find my charm to you on my own. Okay, I hope she's okay or didn't ditch us. Because if you dished us, that'd be a bitch thing to do. That's kind of dangerous. Because what if all these are... alright. Need to think this through. Okay, I need to do this. I'm gonna mark these. No, don't mark that. Mark that. Okay. So that means mark this and mark these. I'm gonna turn that off. There we go. Charm book. Yeah, you did it. Something with us in her hair, even if she can be harsh sometimes. Maybe she's mad at me after all. Maybe she doesn't want to tutor me anymore. Maybe she thinks I'm a dummy and that I'm wasting her time. Guys, please excuse my tardiness. Oh, Senna, you're here! Yes, you're doing charms on your own? Uh-huh. I even finished one while I was waiting for you. You've done well. Great work. Yeah, I got worried. You didn't want to tutor me anymore. I'm glad you came after all. No, I had extenuating circumstances. I'm glad that you don't hate me. I don't know why I would do. Hate you? Of course not. I told you before I have nothing against you, personally. But you're always getting mad at me for being childish. I think I'm wasting the opportunities. You think I don't listen, but I don't know any other way to be. I can try is my best. Guys, you're right. All I've done is look down on you. Huh? She's admitting it? Truth is, I was dismissed from a separate tutoring job today. Clients cited poor attitude as a contributing factor. Oh, is that your extra shift from yesterday? No. I also work as a cashier in a student store. I have too many jobs, and it's no wonder you're so cranky. I'm doing what I must. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I just feel like blowing my nose a lot. Anyway, but still, it's no excuse. A teacher shouldn't look down on her student. It's inconducive to learn. Huh? I've done wrong by you, Cassia. Can you ever forgive me? No. Sorry. Okay, I forgive you. Really? After how I've treated you all this time? As long as you'll be nice for me now on, I think it's fine. We can be friends. It's a short-lived friendship, considering you're about to graduate. Oh yeah. That means you believe me in me. Oh, thanks, Senna. Seem to have gone the basics down as well. I think you're ready for 15 by 15. 15? That's so big. This is your final lesson. Cassia, if you can complete this charm, you'll have no trouble passing this class. Okay, got it. Start with the edges, and remember, you can add up the numbers and subtract from 15 to find the amount of spaces required. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. But I don't want to do math. I mean, it's faster to just guess. I'll leave you to it then. Good luck. Sorry, it's kind of slow because it doesn't automatically register a lot, like it misses some things. No, this isn't symmetric. I was looking at the numbers like, is this symmetric? And then I see this, no. There's gonna be some irregularities. It's gonna be unsymmetric. Alright. No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. That was an accident. And I hate that you're punishing me for it. I am going to kill you. I'm gonna find where you are, and I'm gonna do some magic on you. I'm gonna fail so many charms that will explode. I think that's what they said before. That can happen. Sorry that this is so slow. Alright. This, thank you. Okay, good. There we go. God, I keep clicking and it just doesn't respond. It hates me. It wants me dead. Oh, God, okay. Okay, I get it. So this is 2, and that's 1. So where's that 1? It's obviously not here, nor is it here. So that 1 has to be here. Okay. Goodness gracious. Ugh. Alright. I think that's all the squares, which means you've done it. I did a 15 by 15 charm all by myself. Well, this one wasn't so difficult. My apologies, that was weird, wasn't it? I'm so happy. I don't care. I did it. Thank you so much, Senna. Please refrain from such overt displays of affection. What? Don't like hugs? You shouldn't throw yourself at others without their explicit consent. Now, who's the one being rude? The gay panic. Anyway. Cassia released Senna from her embrace, and the younger witch straightened her mantle in a huff. But it was clear that she was at least a little happy about Cassia's great achievement. Are you sure you don't need to practice more bigger charms like this one? You don't want to tutor me over the weekend? No, I agreed to 3 sessions, knowing I could teach you everything you needed to know in that time. You have all the tools to say on your own from here. All that remains is to explain the meaning of the magic circle charm. Alright, gotta learn the meaning too. This charm is, well, why don't you tell me what you think it means first? Magic charm, harmony? Well, it's gotta mean harmony, and why is that? Because the whole circle is getting long? Well, close enough, I suppose. That charm offers stability in time, space, and the soul. In other words, it helps prevent negative outcomes. Really? That's so strong. Charms aren't infallible. They can be broken, just like any other spell. But if you practice drawing this one, you'll surely be able to graduate. You're on a fixed path, after all. A fixed path? You seem to be a quite lucky individual. You live a charmed life, Cassia. I didn't know how to draw charms until now, so that means my life can only be charmed from now on. Senna stifled her laugh. It seems even she isn't immune to Cassia's charm. However, they had truly become friends. As for the rest, thanks to Senna's help, Cassia was able to pass Charms class. Got a C for Cassia. Not a C for Charm. Oh, that's good too. You're so smart, Senna. Actually, I'm aiming to become a renowned logician after all. And she would one day. That's the story for another time. First, she would need to attend Cassia's graduation. Oh. Okay, thanks for playing. That was it. Alright. Very fun. Out of frame. Out of frame. Out of frame. I'm out of frame. I'm out of frame. Frame. Anyway, let me see. Got that one. Charm studies. A portrait of a ghost. I want to see this one. I'll have to find more yandere stuff because there's not a lot. I want to see if I can, it's nighttime, so there could be ghosts. There could be ghosts around. There could be ghosts around. So we're gonna do this. Fine. Record. I want to screen record this. Okay. Championship. I don't know what that said. Is there any ghosts? Spirits here? Is that kid's voice? I feel kind of on edge right now. I wish you could see me. Why am I feeling weird right now? Can I move these? That's annoying. That's annoying. I heard like a breath. Let me do this. I'm hearing nothing. Hello? Any spirits here? You can talk. We are live. Thousands of them? Is that what that said? Thousands of what? Don't know what that said. Just checking things. Are you kidding me? Can't do that. It never makes these noises of just like banging or like sighs. So that's putting me off. That's weird. What? Basically, we're about to play ghost hunting visual novel. So that's why I'm doing this ghost box thing. See if there's any spirits here. I say hold on, what? Lost it? What did you say? What? We keep speaking at the same time. So I'm just putting my mic up to where the thing is, so you won't hear me as well. Why is there multiple voices speaking? That's what it sounded like, multiple voices. Is that a fart? Anyone here? Is that Markiplier? Sounded like Markiplier.
Facilities. Howdy, night.
Howdy 99? Is that what it said? Like the year 99? I can't hear that deep voice well. say murder something? Something murder? Love me? Did you say love you? I heard love you.
Austin gets slightly.
Jeez. I'm sorry that I'm boring. I just don't know anything because I can't hear very well. I just want to ask if someone's here. Maybe we should just play this visual novel while you are speaking. Would you like that? Like that? Like that? Would you like that?
And you know what?
What? Can we do that? I think that'll be fun. I didn't say anything. It's annoying. Oh, sup? Alright, let's just play this and see if there's any ghosts that say anything. Well, let me point it towards me a bit. Sorry. We'll do this. Remove the pop up mic. You can speak to make sure it's okay. Couldn't hear you well. Okay, I don't think that's working as well. That sucks. Alright, that's okay. It's okay. Not really good, but it's okay. So if you ghosts that want to speak during the stream, you can. Alright. So there's gonna be a ghost box while we're doing this. It's an app. It's not gonna be good. Part 1. How to profit off of grief. Right this way, madam. Please make yourself comfortable. But why don't we have... You say, what is this? This is a visual novel based on a... Shitty free limit. Come on. Fine, I'll use another app. Fine, I'll use another app. It's not a good one. Whatever. No. It's not really a good one. But what else can we do? can't hear very well. This. Whatever. We'll just, I'll try to find something that's believable enough. Actually, let me search something right now. Ghost box. What is this one? Ghost spirit box. Ghost SLS. Oh, this is probably good, right? Alright, we're gonna be playing a visual novel based on Ghost Hunter stuff. Oh, you feel me watching you on. You feel me watching you. What does that mean? Dying? I feel like this is meant to play on horror rather than actual communication. Okay, let's do this. This one's feels like it could be better, not really good. So no ghost stay here. No. I'm not inviting you when I'm doing this. So don't stay here. Stating my intentions here. I am communicating as for content. Not for you to invite you to stay here. I don't know. None of these are good. English. There's gonna be a spirit box going off in the background. Okay, we can turn it on whenever I feel like talking to a ghost. And no ghost stay here. When I'm doing this, it's for content, not for you to invite you to stay here. Alright. But why don't we have a chat before we begin? Tell me more about your dear husband. Thought I saw something. There. Yes, bless his poor soul. And, oh god. In the modest sitting room, with curtain ropes to the afternoon sun, the widow perched like a shadow in the arms of a plush velvet seat. With her veil pulled back from her head, delicate fingers clutching the handkerchief, she repeated to her large, sorrowful eyes. She made the perfect image, picture perfect, of the poor grieving soul of that gentleman sitting before her, so often received. A poet might have described her glistening eyes as deep pools of wretched misery, or oceans that had no end. But Arthur Hope was not a poet. His observation about the woman's face was his hope that she wouldn't burst into tears during the sitting. Arthur made his living off of grief, of course, but dealing with the grieving was rather tiresome facet of his profession. As the widow went on about her poor deceased lover, his gentle and charitable nature, and so on, he carefully prodded her now and again about the man's general features, forming an image in his head of how best to shape his next creation. A young man with lion's mane, of bright eyes, average height, deep-set eyes. I'm sure I have a plate matching that description somewhere. Good thing I had that wig handy. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I have a real picture to take first. There's so many things I wish I said to him. Oh, he told me not to worry, but I'm sure he was a wonderful man, madam. I'm so sorry once again for your loss. You know, I always tell my patients I can never guarantee when my camera might capture a spirit. But today I feel almost certain he might be in the room with us. Why don't we take your picture now and see for ourselves? Oh yes, of course. Make yourself at home, I'll be right back. That should leave enough space to add a spirit. Ugh, God. This asshole. But he'll get his karma. Ready to begin. Please stay still until I tell you when the exposure is complete. Ah, yes. My darling, please show yourself, please. Arthur Hope hadn't always been a charlatan. Once he had been Arctic, a shy and painfully honest boy with angelic blue eyes and a limitless imagination. He spent every chance he could in his uncle's library, losing himself in the tales of monsters and terror. They were never so frightening as the real world around him, he could honestly say. Honesty, however, would rarely turn out to help him. Honesty had not stopped his uncle's cane, nor withering looks. It did not protect him from the schoolmates' vicious pranks, nor impress the teachers. Gray, hollowed men with thinned hair and thick speckles at the various boarding schools that always inevitably sent him back home. It hadn't always been his fault. One had simply closed due to an unfortunate scarlet fever outbreak. No, it was a liar's world. And by the time Arthur Hope had first found himself behind the lens of the late uncle's sliding box camera, he'd built well, if not a kingdom of lies, and at least a barony. At just shy of 30, his schemes had brought him an unsteady income and the regard of a handful of influential friends, few of whom he knew background for how much he truly borrowed from them. Arthur's uncle had taken up photography late in life, and having no family save for his troublesome nephew, had left the young man the aging house he turned into his studio, along with the small fortune in equipment after his death. Arthur had little interest in the profession beforehand, but even he could not resist the allure of a bird cunning technology that was so much like magic, capturing light through a mechanical eye, preserving an image of the world, a single moment in time. It was something just like the tales of mystery he grew up on. The ability to capture his own likeness was, of course, its own draw. He had a fair face. He was not shy to admit, and would like a reminder of it should he ever have the misfortune of living a long life. Carefully, he slid the plate folder out from the camera's wooden frame. A pile of discarded glass plates and blurry albumin prints sat on the table beside him, the fruits of his earlier attempts. I have a good feeling about this one. Let's get you to the dark room, shall we? It was a print formed in the early afternoon sun. The Arthur Hope saw his uncle's ghost in the frame beside him. Ghost photographs shock the world. Spirit caught on camera. Photographers captures ghostly images. The man behind the camera. It was only after a sleepless night of waiting for Spirit to accost him, then furiously rifling through his uncle's equipment, that he realized he had made a simple and perfectly ordinary mistake. Photograph plates have to be cleaned very thoroughly to remove any imprint left behind a previous negative. Arthur, an amateur, had not done so. Thus, a trace of one of his uncle's self-portraits remained on the glass plate he'd used for his own. The fact that the image had lined up so perfectly was nothing short of a miracle. A miracle that sparked the idea for a brand new, lucrative story in Arthur's mind. It's him, oh darling. I knew you were with me all this time. Thank you, Mr. Hope, thank you. He looks so peaceful, I don't know what to say. Overwhelmed, the window began to sob. Arthur patted her back gently. I can earn more if I make them come back for a sitting or two, before I give them a spirit, but I felt sorry for her this time. I'm growing soft. Not at all, madam. It brings me joy to know you have a guardian spirit watching over you even beyond the grave. I can be at peace now. Thanks to you. Please take this. Hands them a crisp stack of banknotes, far more than the agreed upon sum. I can't possibly, madam. I insist. Not a bad use of time, after all. Fuck you, Arthur. Fuck you. Portrait of a girl. Damn. Late in the evening, a knock came at Arthur's door. The widow had been in his last appointment of the day. It was all too common for unwanted visitors to arrive long after closing. Sometimes it was the press. Sometimes it was angry skeptic. Sometimes a wretched grieving soul who would beg for his charity. Arthur. Headed for the door. Arthur crept down the staircase to the entryway of the old house and quietly approached the door. He looked carefully through the spy hole. Stood there, and the girl. In the rain was a girl. I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills, honestly. She didn't seem to have an umbrella or a raincoat. It's a miracle she wasn't drenched thoroughly. Perhaps she'd arrived by carriage. But Arthur hadn't heard one approaching, and none were stopping in the street. Once more she tapped on his door. Arthur wondered how long she'd been standing there. He decided to. Don't open the door. I'm guessing this is a ghost. And one thing about ghosts is don't open the door for them. Don't. That's a bad idea. You're just inviting them in. Like, come on. Don't invite them in. Opening the door for a ghost is just inviting them in. We're gonna open the door, and she's gonna be gone. Gone. AKA, she's gonna be in our house now. Let's just fuck him up. Anyway, open the door. Some hesitation, Arthur swung the door open. Can I help you, miss? Oh. Okay, so it's not a ghost. Okay. But still, it looked like a ghost to me. That's terrifying. If I saw that, I'm like, ghost. And then I'm not opening the door for you. I'm not. Why would I open the door? Oh. In the gloom of the rain, lit with only the light coming from the hall, the young woman was surprisingly lovely. She looked about 20, with a face so fair she could have been a porcelain doll, and not for the deep brown eyes that stared with such vivid intensity from behind her dark lashes. Locks of her chestnut hair spilled from the bonnet, trimmed with wide ribbons and silk roses. Her gown was made of a rich satin and fine white lace, and looked expensive, yet at least a decade out of style. The girl clearly came from money, but it seemed that she or her guardians had dated tastes. Are you the photographer? Her voice was soft but did not betray any nervousness. Her brown eyes stared right at him, almost. Arthur felt straight through him. Oh, yes. But my friends call me Arthur. I don't wish to become a friend, sir. If you are indeed who you say you are, then I require your services. Making demands straight away, eh? Definitely a rich lass, perhaps even light-born. In that case, best to hear her out. What can I do for you, miss? You're the photographer, are you not? I need you to take my picture. I'd be happy to make an appointment with you, miss, but I can't guarantee a spirit will appear. I don't want anyone or anything else in the photograph. Just need my picture taken. Likely story. She won't be the first to ask for a simple, ordinary sitting, while secretly hoping for a ghost to appear. I'm fully booked for quite a while, but I'd be happy to arrange a sitting. Oh, you have no one with you now? Why can't you take my picture? Mrs. Slade, lamplight makes for a poor image, and I'd have to wait until daylight to make the printing. In any case, also, I might have to emphasize how inappropriate it is for a young lady to call upon a man uninvited after dark. Please, one picture, that's all I ask. Please, I've been waiting for very long. I should hear her out. Can I at least ask why you need a photograph so badly? There's someone I must send my picture to. Someone who I haven't seen in a very long time, who needs to see how I look now. How I've changed. There are plenty other studios that could accommodate you. None of them would open the doors to me. None of them are like you. There truly is no one in this world like you, sir. If there's anything I can't resist besides a large purse, it's flattery. And let's admit it, that sweet face isn't an easy one to refuse. Being around sobbing fools all day really has turned me soft. Fine, you've convinced me. Please step this way, Miss Edith Harper. Okay. Can I offer you any tea? None, thank you. Please, can we hurry? As you wish. That? There we go. We need more cancels. I can't get an image like this. Technology is awfully inconvenient. You could have come by during daylight, you know. What? How did she go? Wait, where did she go? Are you ready yet? Yes, we can begin now. What's come over me? First, let some arrogant, ill-mannered girl walk over me like a carpet, and now I'm seeing things. 59, 60. Done. You can move now, miss. Is that all? Good. I'll go prepare the plate now. But again, you'll have to come back tomorrow for the print, Mrs. Harper. I open at, I'll visit you any the same time tomorrow evening. Good night, sir. Wait. No, he didn't. He let her go. Never mind. See you tomorrow then. Regarding his protests, she slipped from the room through the entryway and out the front door into the rainy night. She didn't even ask to borrow an umbrella. Damn it, I forgot to discuss payment too. Hopefully she brings enough with her tomorrow. I have to get this plate ready before it dries, but after that, perhaps I'll retire early. It certainly has been an interesting night. That night, Arthur Hope had strange dreams. Part 3, Phantoms. A chill wind rocked the house, rapping against the walls. Fingers crept around the edges of Arthur's vision, flickering like flames, hovering like moths. A weight covered his entire body. He could not shift or twist his limbs. The blankets engulfing him like the earth, packed with stones, heavy, cold, damp. Something wiggled under his clothes, creeping up his neck, over the side of his cheek, into his eye sockets. Another crawled into his open mouth, slithering down his windpipe. He tried to scream, but not a sound came. His jaw was locked in place. His lungs were still. More writhing things engulfed him, eating at his flesh, digging between his bones. Arthur jerked violently out of bed, gasping. Cold air filled his lungs, bringing him back to the waking world. He rubbed his eyes and struck a match, and lit the candle at his bedside table. The flame danced as he lifted gingerly in the dark. Oh, he was trying to go back to sleep after that. Oh, what a first. Then I'll head back to my study and study and read. Huh. What? Tap, tap, tap. A noise rang out in the dark. Arthur listened. Sure, it must be the rain on the roof or a shutter against the windows. The sound was too close to come from outside. No, it was more like footfalls. The creaking of a floorboard. Good Lord, did someone break in while I was asleep? Quietly, Arthur reached for his bedside table. Beside his bed for the familiar weight of his uncle's cane, and carefully, cautiously stood up. Get a hold of yourself, Hart. A burglar is nothing you've dealt with worse. Still nothing. God, this pounding my chest. It's all thanks to that blasted dream. Hello? I know you're there, come out! Nothing. Did I imagine it? I'm sure I heard a sound. Sound came again, but thicker, heavier, clunking along the wooden floorboards. Arthur continued through the house, heartbeat growing faster, louder, more erratic with every step. His grip never left the heavy weight of the wooden cane. I'll teach you to never lie to me again, boy. Didn't I swear? Then who left it out in the rain? This book was more than your sorry hide. But the cane seemed to grow heavier in his hand, then warmer, then white-hot, like a flame. Arthur jerked and dropped it from his hand. It landed on the floorboards with a thud. He brought his searing hand to the candlelight. It was burned straight through the bone, leaving ruined melted flesh on his blackened skeleton. Fire engulfed his body. His skin melted from his flesh, crisping and charring. He let go of the candle, screaming. The tiny flame licked at the wood and set it alight. Everything turned to smoke and fire and dust. Arthur tried to run and scream again, but black smoke filled his lungs. His body felt like it was buried in earth. Hot, burning earth. Nothing was left of him now but bones and ash. And then there was nothing left at all. Nothing but darkness. The sound of the infernal cane. Arthur Hope's remains curled up on the floor, writhing like an insect. Utterly pitiable. Uttering pitiable, choking cries that sputtered into rasping gasps. And there, as he laid on the floor, corner of his eye, blurry, barely visible, like a photographic negative, an after image, a phantom. A figure stood, ghostly white. Part 4, Portrait of a Ghost. Arthur Hope awoke at dawn in his bed. He lay silent, his heart still racing at the faint, ruby light traced his face. He breathed in, then out, in, then out. Slowly his heartbeat steadied. Then he gingerly sat up and rubbed his eyes. I hadn't had a dream like that since the old man. Well, not in a long time. He felt beside his bed. The familiar, terrible weight of that old wooden cane rested in the same spot it always did. A quick look in the mirror as he dressed confirmed that his body and skin remained intact and unburned. And it was none the worse for wear, save for a dark shadow blooming under his eyes. The morning skipped his usual perusal of the paper and crept up to his study. Unearthing a pen and ink, and an old journal from his drawer instead. Familiar old handwriting and scribbles peeked out from the pages. I must so shaken up that I'd returned to this. It's a shame when no one's invented a camera that can capture dreams yet. But I suppose that there'd be no need for poets. The hours passed, but the previous night had left him in such a daze. It was only after he sent a tearful client in the afternoon did Arthur remember the strange girl and her odd request. Damn it, it's cloudy outside. But there should be enough light to get a print. Arthur carefully set the glass plate in the printing frame, securing a sheet of album against it, and then closed the case and set it by the windowsill. Now to let it sit. As at the last rays of sunlight faded, that Arthur Hope pulled the image from the frame, stared straight into the face of a corpse. What in the negative looked fine when I put it in. Did I expose it to the wrong plate? But no, my goose looked like this. The girl, Edith. She must have tampered with it. Why did she want with me? Familiar tapping came at the door. Arthur stared at the doorway with a sick feeling in his chest. There's the door. Arthur stomped to the door and flung it open, 1,000 questions and accusations on his tongue. You have a lot to explain to do, Miss Harper. This isn't... No one was there. Not a girl in green satin. Not a single soul. Arthur gritted his teeth and turned away. Why are you so upset? Huh. Ah! The girl who stood in his sitting room wore no bonnet and a day dress. Dirt and soil and damp, dark stains clung to her bare feet and rotten, ruined nightgown. Her skin clung to her flesh in patches, pieces of it eaten away and rotted to the bone. Her long hair was matted in thick tangles. Her eyes were gaping hollows. Someone of your profession certainly startles easily. Miss Harper, what do you want? This isn't funny. Certainly not. I'd like my photograph, please. Oh, what kind of trick is this? You're the ghost photographer, are you not? Is that why you agreed to take my picture? Ghost. You expect me to be among the living? Well, perhaps introductions are in order. My name is Edith Emmeline Harper. I had an accident 11 years ago. I spare you the details, but in short, I found it rather upsetting that my body still hadn't been discovered. So when I heard about you, I decided to take matters into my own hands. Expect me to believe any of this? Is this new to you? I thought you were more of the worldly type. See for yourself then. Edith restores him. Arthur jerked back, but the girl did not flinch. She gently lifted a filthy hand to his face. Arthur waited for the feeling of rotten flesh, but the girl's skin was smooth and cold. Ice cold. Far too cold and still to belong to something living. Her bony fingers lingered on his face. He felt his own skin grow colder, tingling, until it felt like something was crawling beneath it. That's enough. Fine. Fine. You're dead. So what does the ghost want with me, then? I want you to send that photograph to my brother. The stupid fool thinks I ran off with some man. Me hello, honestly. Tell him to look for me. Tell him to look for me near the old chapel where we used to play. Why don't you tell him yourself? Why haunt me? Very few people can see or hear ghosts, Mr. Hope. And of them, let's just say that few murderers end up as professional photographers. What did you say? We'd killed her? There is one thing in common between people who can see and hear me, Mr. Hope. They all killed before. Oh, he deserved to be haunted. Arthur Hope wasn't a charlatan. Once he'd been a penniless young man struggling to make an honest living, and often had to supplement his income through other means. When one day a letter arrived from him, from his elderly uncle, who questioned his assistance around the household due to the old man's ailing health, young Art packed his few belongings and headed to what he hoped would be a welcome reunion. That hope would quickly be dashed. I never killed anyone. I didn't kill him. I didn't mean to. Had half a foot in a grave already. I didn't. Arthur, I just wanted to scare him. He deserved that much. He treated me like dirt my entire life. And then, when he called me to his sick bed, I thought maybe he'd apologize to me just once. But no, the old man wanted to cut me out of it. Hello. I'm gonna fucking calm down because I fucking hate when it fucking does this. Be right back.